It's only been 2 days since the election, but the state attorney general's office has spent months preparing for potential legal challenges from President-elect Donald Trump.
So today, AG Bob Ferguson and his successor, Nick Brown, outlined their litigation plan, saying that it will protect Washingtonians. Fox 13's Frankie Thompson joining us with more on what they've been studying. Frankie.
Attorney General Bob Ferguson says about a year ago, it became clear to him and his legal team that Donald Trump might return to the White House. So to get ahead of things, he says the office has been combing through every detail in the contentious Project 2025.
As President-elect Donald Trump heads into his second administration, one of his most litigious rivals, the Washington State Attorney General's office, has been preparing for his return to the White House.
Months ago, my legal team began preparing for a potential second Trump administration. We knew from our extensive experience during his first term that we would need to be prepared from day one if he was reelected.
Attorney General Bob Ferguson says his team defeated 55 illegal actions and policies from Trump's first administration between 2017 and 2021. Now, as governor-elect, Ferguson is preparing his successor for the work ahead. Nick Brown, the AG-elect and former U.S. attorney, is no stranger to the court.
If people are being harmed, if the law is being violated, we should enforce that without fear of retribution from the President of the United States or anybody else in this state or the country.
In their months of preparing for the next 4 years of potential legal challenges, Ferguson says his team has been studying Trump's remarks on the campaign trail and reviewing Trump's possible agenda. While the president has distanced himself from the controversial Project 2025, Ferguson says he's not taking any chances.
What is in Project 2025 and Agenda 47 constitutes an assault on reproductive rights, healthcare access, environmental protections, to name just a few.
Though Ferguson says he's concerned the next president will disregard enforcement of environmental protections and civil rights, state laws are already in place to defend Washingtonians.
Nothing that Donald Trump does or his administration does takes away our ability to enforce our rights here in Washington State, to protect our environment, to defend civil rights of all Washingtonians. And we are far, far better resourced to do that work than we were in January 2017.
And while Brown is next in line, ready to take on the fight for Washington in the highest court, he says it's also important to focus on measures at home.
One of the ways that we need to continue to prepare for some of the challenges that we might face from a Trump administration is by continuing to improve Washington policy when it comes to environmental protections, continuing the track record that the legislature has been on the last many years, strengthening the work that we do here, and using the Attorney General's office to make sure that we're enforcing those provisions.
After the election, Nick Brown has been appointed to a special position in the AG's office. This gives him access to briefings and will help his transition to Attorney General come January. And he says he's already in contact with other Democratic AGs throughout the nation, getting ready for this upcoming term. In the newsroom, Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.